Fishing from the kayak is one of my favorite ways of fishing on Cape Cod and throughout the world, to be honest. I love fishing from a kayak down in Costa Rica for roosterfish and big jack crevalles. So we have a lot to look forward to today. I'm going to hopefully show you some tips and techniques for fishing from the kayak, and hopefully some Albies and Spanish Max will cooperate for us today. Oh, I see a bunch of fish going crazy right off the bow. They're pretty far away. This has got to be a pretty good paddle. Probably 500 yards off the bow. There's some really good breaks right now. All right, yeah. I might have just saw a Spanish mackerel come out of the water. So what I'm gonna try first, this is just a little white epoxy jig. Use this all around, all over Cape Cod, Costa Rica. Works great. This is a Mighty Fish epoxy jig from the guys at the Goose Hummock. So we'll give this a try first. Definitely had some, oh, right off the bow. I should have a chance with this cast. First cast of the day, come on. Oh yeah, they're still right in front of me. Oh, we hit it, oh, right there. It's a Spanish mackerel. Hit it right next to the boat. Oh, it came off. Oh my goodness, first cast. I can't, oh, they're jumping right next to me. I can't believe he came off, but wow, that was exciting. And it was a Spanish mackerel. There we go. Stay on. What is it? Woo! Wow, this is so much fun. Oh, going around the boat. My heart is racing right now. Is that a bonito? Ooh, we either got a bonito or an albie here. Bonito would be great. Bonito are delicious. These guys are so strong. Might be a bonito. Come here, buddy. All right, here we go. Stay hooked. It is a bonito. Awesome. Wow, great. I thought these guys had departed our waters. I hadn't heard about people catching them. So the bonito, if you can see, that guy has some pretty good teeth. And I'm definitely going to bring this guy home to eat, because these guys are really delicious eating. But wait until you see this guy's teeth. Check that out. These fish are so cool. Welcome back to My Fishing Cape Cod TV. Today, I'm off the south side of Cape Cod in my kayak, fishing for bonito, Spanish mackerel, and hopefully some false Albies. Still got a bunch of fish right around us. I should have a good chance on this cast. I'm gonna be bringing it right through them again. Come on. There we go. Yep. Man, the epoxy jig is working killer right now. Man, this guy's fighting really good. Wow. This is so much fun. He is just pumping. It is, it's an Albie. Wow, I already got two different species today. good. That's not good. Try to release them quickly. Wow, 2 different species already. Wow, that's great. A bonito on one cast and an albie on the next. Sweet. So I'm just gotta release this guy. Awesome. If I had to guess, they're probably feeding on bay anchovies, which are very, very small, almost transparent little minnows. And hopefully there's some peanut bunker in the mix as well. Usually if they're feeding on the peanut bunker are a little bit bigger, and it makes the albies and makes everything a little bit less finicky. I could not have asked for a nicer September morning. And it wasn't long until the action really began to heat up. Oh, I see a bunch of fish going crazy right off the bow. They're pretty far away. This has got to be a pretty good paddle. Probably 500 yards off the bow. There's some really good breaks right now. This reminds me in Costa Rica, chasing around roosterfish. They would come screaming up to the surface, smashing on sardines. And I had this little kayak down there that did not have the pedals like what I got right here. So I was just using the paddle and paddling as fast as I possibly could to catch up to these roosterfish feeds. 90-degree, sunny weather, no wind. It was a ridiculous workout. All right, yeah. I might have just saw a Spanish mackerel come out of the water. There we go. There we go. I just saw the birds there. I didn't even see fish breaking. Just was watching the birds. Could tell they were looking at fish. Put it right under the birds. See what we got here. Oh, is it a Spanish mackerel? Oh no, wait a minute. Is it a bluefish? Ah, it's a bluefish. Don't take my epoxy jig. Thank God. I don't want to lose this epoxy jig. But this bluefish, great size for eating. I've got one bonito. Now I got the bluefish. Definitely got to be in great shape here for a nice dinner. Suddenly a school of fish erupted off the starboard side of my kayak. These fish looked to be albies. Looks good. They got to be right in front of me. Oh yeah, just saw one come up. Oh, there we go. What do we got? Oh yeah, that's no bluefish. There we go. Oh man, that's awesome. Wow, this is a big fish. Wow. Probably a big albie, I would think. Fortunately, I can chase him down. Man. Hope I don't get spooled. This is a good fish. Nantucket sleigh ride. Oh, he's running right at me. Most important thing is just to keep the line tight. Really nice albie. All right, nice. What a sweet albie. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Barely on there. Wow, very lucky to have landed this guy. He definitely could have come off. All All right, we'll let him go. Thank you, fish. Welcome back to the Goose Hummock. I have Ian Bragdon with me today, and we're going to show you some lures and some flies that we like to use for false albacore. So I'm going to start off just by showing you some of these Mighty Fish epoxy jigs, and I actually use these in today's episode. And my favorite colors are just white and silver. Of course, you can go pretty creative here with the pink and the blue and the green, but epoxy jigs work well and they cast very well. Now, Ian, I know you use epoxy jigs.
Oh yeah, one of my favorites.
Okay, which would be your favorite color?
Honestly, I'm with you. I like the more natural, so I'm definitely going white or I'm going green. You know, white and silver are great, especially when they're keying in on the tiny peanut bunker.
Okay, but you've also got some flies here.
Yeah, love the flies, and Albies really attack the flies just because they look a little more natural. One of the first I like is just a little sand eel imitation. When they get really picky, I'll actually cut this off, just, you know, cut it in half almost. And that small bait fish really gets their attention. And then you can go as wild as you want. Pink and green is a classic, a little surf candy, as well as crease flies, a little popper, a little rattle in there, definitely gets their attention when they're getting finicky.
On this day, the Albies were biting very well, and my white epoxy jig was really working. However, I decided it was time to switch it up and start using an Albie Snacks soft plastic. The Albie Snacks is one of my favorite lures for catching false albacore. Nice activity ahead of us here. Ooh, right over here. Should have a good chance. Oh yeah, he hit it. Right on the surface. That was awesome. That was such an awesome hit. Oh my. Wow. That was a super sweet hit. I don't know if you saw that on the video, but oh wow, he's swimming right at me. Oh, he's swimming right at me again. Wow, this guy has got a lot of spunk. Unreal. The nice thing with these soft plastic Albie Snacks is the big single hook. So I feel like there's a better chance of me, knock on wood, landing this guy, because I probably have a better hook set on him. All right, I just got a glimpse at him. Come here, big boy. It's the biggest Albie I've caught this year. Wow, check this guy out. That is a nice Albie. That's a really nice Albie. Biggest Albie I've caught this year, that's for sure. Wow, what an awesome fish. That's what we came for, man, beauty. And then with the single hook, he was hooked well, but it comes right out. Look at that, awesome. We'll let him go. Thank you, fish. That was awesome. Awesome. That Albie was something else. Let me just show you the bait that I'm using. Just a soft plastic, it screws on right here. Screw that on. Just like a sluggo, just hook it straight up. Just like that. As long as it's somewhat straight, it'll work. Just cast it out, skip it along the surface, and he slammed it just like a topwater plug. Awesome hit. That was a big Albie. All right, let's see what happens next. What a day. What an awesome day. The wind was starting to pick up, and I knew my time on the water was limited. However, there were Albies breaking in the distance, so I decided to try for one more. Oh yeah, right over here. Oh wow, check out this feed. Oh, I should have a good chance here. Oh my gosh, they came up. Oh wow! Jeez. I was just saying, they came up and they just disappeared. And then that guy exploded on it. Wow, that was sweet. Big one too. I don't know why he's not fighting much. He's got to go nuts, I bet. Oh yeah, oh boy. Figured I'd try to land him real quick while I could. Now he's got to take off. He didn't like that one bit. He just didn't know he was hooked. Wow, nice fish. Oh, hook popped. Not much I can do about that. Losing that Albie was difficult, but it wasn't long until I got another chance. Oh wow, nice feed. Oh wow, I should have a really good chance right here. Oh, they're everywhere right here. Oh my goodness. Oh, I got one chasing it, I'm on. Oh wow. See, this is the beauty of the kayak. You can be right in the middle of the blitz. Wow, look at this. They're everywhere right behind me. Doing 360s. These are big Albies. Wow. Wow, look at that feed over there. Strong fish, really strong fish. That's the Coast Guard flying above me. Come here, buddy. What a beautiful fish. Oh, wow. Look at that. Nicest Albies I've caught all season long. What an awesome fish. Man, awesome fish. Awesome. Can't believe it. All right, let this guy go. Seems like things have finally died down. I think I'm gonna call it a trip. What an incredible, incredible morning. Fishing from the kayak here on Cape Cod, anywhere for that matter, down in Costa Rica, wherever you fish, even if it's a lake or a pond, just being on the water, no engine, it's so peaceful. And when you can catch some nice fish like we did today, that's really a bonus. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next adventure. Tight lines and take care. In today's episode, we used the kayak to hunt down hard-fighting false albacore. We use 2 different lures, a Mighty Fish epoxy jig and a soft plastic Albies snacks. Whether I'm fishing down south in Costa Rica or in my own backyard here on Cape Cod, the kayak opens up a whole new world of fishing opportunities.